Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And right away, he lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And running with power here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They run over center with Benson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly, they get to the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks take back over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Darnold completes it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. B.J. Ojulari drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They start the drive with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Darnold down to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Darnold. And his pass incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Shakes off the sack. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season. You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And Walker once more. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. They're going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Darnold on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now back to throw. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man here is Benson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, Connor looking for space, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
They run behind center with Connor. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
A
love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Darnold's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
19 yards there on the catch and run. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4.
Darnold from the gun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at the 23.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Justin Herbert, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They'll look to throw here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
A handoff here to Benson.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown!
Trey McBride.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. B.J. Ojulari now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is gonna move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
2nd down and 6 now.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game.
And the Cardinals extend their lead yet again. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on second down is Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you... You've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you. No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the draw, Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
18, run, 18.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. It's caught. Cooper. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Darnold on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Walker.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run. Walker.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On second down, a run with Benson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. finds the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
To throw is Brissett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring it down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
The fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. No gain on the play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Reaching up for it, and he's got it.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just that. He'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cardinals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A first down throw, Darnold. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Brissett.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now we'll run with Dallas.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true, because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the first carry here for the running back.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brissett now.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two. Because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they will take a knee here.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cards, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.